And we're back. Special thanks to our sponsors, Guitarioke.
Guitarioke.
Guitarioke is a fresh and new exciting way to sing karaoke while you perform the song to streaming lyrics across the screen. Yours truly provides a smoking electric guitar to enhance the karaoke experience, if you will. Guitarioke, please hire me. I need the money.
Needs the money. Oh, need the money.
Where were we?
Don't call.
We can always just run it back.
Segue off to something else.
The show is called John Juan and the Rod Talk About Everything.
So is Pluto a planet still? Or is that what is that?
That's old news, man. But once again, then again, it's new news also. I watched The Big Bang Theory. Are they going to bleep that out? I feel like they will.
Copyright.
We'll get sued for that. But they were talking about Pluto being a planet or some recently.
Don't know. I don't watch it personally.
Well, I thought you would have the answer to if Pluto was a planet or not.
It is. I think it should be. Why not?
Why not?
Yeah, why not?
What's the criteria for being a planet?
It's in my solar system.
So anything in the solar system?
So is Nibiru coming around?
Nibiru, countdown to Nibiru? I thought it was Nibiru. Do you subscribe to many, what are they called? Not chaos theory, but what am I thinking of?
No idea.
Conspiracy theory.
Yeah, some of them.
Some of them?
Yeah.
Such as?
I believe in aliens. Well, maybe not aliens, but I believe there's definitely life on other planets in this universe.
The Illuminati?
Maybe a little bit. I don't think it's exactly. I think it's exaggerated.
Exactly what they say it is.
Yeah, I think it's exaggerated.
I don't know, man. The theory of Atlantis.
It's definitely possible.
Cryptozoology.
Okay, so think about it. Think about it. So what if California broke off on the fault line, right?
Sure.
They would float out into the ocean. What's there to keep them from sinking? Long lost Los Angeles.
I mean, I don't know.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm not a fucking scientist. I don't know. I just assumed it would float.
And
turn into the next Hawaii or something.
Maybe, but what if it floods and sinks?
Then all those
long lost Los Angeles or some shit.
Long lost Los Angeles. I like that.
Who knows? Dude?
That's the name of the next record.
Long lost Los Angeles.
Oh my goodness.
City of Angels.
What about cryptozoology? Bigfoot, Loch Ness Monster?
Okay, so here's my theory on that. I think that they do exist, but on different planes of existence and different dimensions. And I think there are spots.
Please elaborate on that.
Yeah, okay, so I think there are spots on this planet where there are portals, if you will. Not necessarily portals, but...
Sure.
We'll go with portals. Easier for me to describe them, right? So I think that these creatures... Okay, so imagine it, the universe, the multiverse, is an apartment complex, right?
Okay.
Okay, say we're bottom floor, we're ground floor here in this universe.
B4. We live in apartment B4 in this universe.
Yeah, B4.
Okay.
So
No, A4.
A4, base level here. Then you go up to B4, right?
Okay. It's Robbie's apartment.
yeah.
So,
Robbie's apartment. You go up.
And I see different people at Robbie's apartment. I think I'm starting to catch on to what you're saying.
I think. What? Okay, but I think. Okay, so look at the multiverse as an apartment complex. We're ground level. You go up a level, say there's Bigfoot, right, on that other plane of existence. You go up a level, say there's Chupacabra or something on the other, maybe Mothman on the other one, whatever. I think there are doors they can open up in these apartment complexes, if you will, and they can pass through. So what? But I think that it passes through and it's temporary, and if you get a glimpse, you're lucky because there's. I think that it's only a temporary pass through. You know what I'm saying? You're through for a minute and then you come back. Yeah,
it's just hard for me to get
a tether, if you will.
Okay, I understand tethering. Not as much as certain times, but Yes, I do understand tethering. I don't know, man. It's hard for me to be hip to that analogy because, like, what is the staircase? How do you access these other stories?
That's the thing, I don't know yet. That's just a theory that I heard someone say, and I kind of elaborated on it a little bit more.
I'd like to check more into that, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, it's in a sense, in a way, it made sense to me because I was like, okay, like maybe there are portals to different dimensions or something. If that's a thing,
I believe in that 100%.
I do believe that like there's definitely something more.
I'm gonna get eaten
than
alive
us.
in the comments.
I think there's something more than us somewhere around here, and I definitely think that. I don't know.
That's a very good segue into my next question.
Yeah, what is it?
How do you feel about the paranormal? Do you believe?
I believe that there is possibility of energy to be left over. Our brains are a powerful thing. I think that when we die, there's an explosion in our brain of dimethyltryptamine.
DMT for you.
I think there's an explosion of that, and whether or not you go to a different plane of existence or it's just a dream state, I believe that there can be energy that is left over, and maybe residual energy, not necessarily intelligent energy.
Sure.
But I definitely believe that there can be, especially if it's traumatic or random or just like, some sudden death. You know what I mean?
Sure.
I feel like definitely there's definitely a possibility for that.
Feel free not to answer, but give me the hustle, loyalty, respect under the table if the answer is yes. Have you had experience with, what's the word? Have you tripped out on DMT?
No.
You've not?
No.
Okay.
I wouldn't mind one day in a safe place. I wouldn't mind trying it.
It's insane, man.
I've heard.
It's
It can be a very, very amazing spiritual experience.
A lot of people don't get the blast off, but baby, I did. I was a young guy at the time too. I didn't really know what I was getting myself into, but that was the first and only time, and it opened my eyes for sure.
Yeah. I imagine it's crazy. I've heard.
It's very weird, and I was also in a very bad spot in my life, and it was
probably not the best time to do that, huh?
Well, I thought my it's not like that. You're not gonna have a bad trip on DMT. It's not like that.
Oh, okay.
There's no good trip. There's no bad trip. You're just not here anymore.
Mm-hmm.
But when I came out of it, I was like, man, all this bullshit that's been pissing me off really doesn't matter.
Yeah.
None of it does. So that was pretty cool.
I can kind of see that.
But it's like, man, it's like a once a fucking every 5 years, every decade, maybe thing. It's not something you
Every
do
day.
on the weekends,
Yeah, I got you.
Even though the thing only lasts like half an hour, you're just
right.
mind
I
is
feel like
blown.
you're like, whoa.
And it's like it's only like a half hour that it affects you, but
Yeah.
even after that, you're like, what?
I'm sure it would definitely mess with me. Like, I'd be like, whoa, that's crazy. I feel like I would probably talk to God or something.
Yeah, I did, and that's how freaked out I was.
Man.
Yeah.
Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah. It was pretty nuts, but
Yeah.
it just that factors into that tethering. That rounds us back to that tethering.
Right. Yeah.
And I just realized everything is one. And I don't know, man. It sounds very hippie-ish. It is what it is. But
I mean, it's interesting to talk about. It is somewhat entertaining to. It's not. It's fun to entertain the idea, whether it's true or not. It's fun to entertain the idea. Just kind of like, what if?
Fairy
Who
tales,
knows,
man. Fairy tales.
Who knows?
It is what it is. We all like to be entertained.
Yeah. Who knows what it is?
Yeah, who knows? That's exactly the point. Yeah, who knows?
Yeah. The tag team champions here, still with y'all.
Yeah. 2/3 of the tag team champions of the world, Space Angels.
Space Angels.
Coming at you live from the mothership.
Yeah.
We actually, I feel like we touched on this earlier, but we actually recorded our first worth of shit sounding couples. Well, that's not true, man. The songs we recorded at Troy's house sounded great too.
That's true. I like the ones that we recorded.
The ones we recorded in here,
more
though,
raw.
yeah, more raw, and we had a little more say in what was going on.
Baby, I like you raw. Baby, I like you raw. Copyright infringement, sorry.
Oh God, we can't put that on YouTube. That's my third Joe Rogan reference this episode. I can't.
It ain't like that, man. You gotta play the whole song and shit.
Yeah.
Plus, I'm pretty sure I got the lyrics wrong. So
Yeah, we just wrote that one, by the way.
yeah, we just came up with it. Yeah, buddy.
But in other Space Angels news, really, you might have heard us mention our man Chainsaw. He left all his stuff over here, and we now have the ability, maybe the drive, I don't know, to maybe come out with a at least an EP, you know, something.
EP,
I know a lot of our friends. I don't like to call them fans because they're our friends. You know what I'm saying? I know a lot of our friends want to.
Love you guys.
Yeah, especially you, and you know who I'm talking to, baby. Just want to have something that they can listen to, you know, more than us playing at the bowling alley once a month, you know.
Yeah.
Because we got some good ones. We've got some real good ones. Ray knows how to write lyrics like a motherfucker.
Yeah. Sometimes it takes too long.
He does take too long,
but he doesn't like anybody else writing the lyrics, which really kind of pisses me off.
That's not true, man.
No, that is true.
I wrote some lyrics.
I know, but we had to like coerce them.
I had to write the entire hook to "I'm Coming Down."
Well, I mean, come on. You know, you had to bend his arm a little bit, right?
I had to get him to write the verses. Yeah. I told him what the song was about.
Maybe he just don't like the way I write.
That's okay. I don't like the way. That's why I always have to handle the guitar. I don't like the way he handles. I do. It's just not Space Angels.
Yeah.
You know?
No, that's rock and roll.
And together we are a force to be reckoned with, rock and roll wise. That's not just us ourselves, you know.
Maybe a little bit,
maybe a little bit because it feels good, doesn't it?
Of course.
Golly. Well, join us next week on the show. Hopefully we'll have a special guest, maybe Razor Ray from Outer Space, and we can call it the official Space Angels podcast.
Yeah.
That would be great.
Yeah, we've enjoyed you hanging out. We didn't quite make an hour, but I think we got a little bit of talking in.
I was just hoping that it would take me 15 minutes to say goodbye, but I know that's not true. I worked at the radio station for...
Well, anything else you can think of that you might want to get out first episode here?
You know...
Maybe we can talk about a little comics next week.
Next week we're talking about comics. Leave some comments. Let us know what you want us to talk about.
Yeah.
It's toothbrush. I like to stay clean, especially talking to this mic.
Mm-hmm.
And
we all know that's true.
God, don't take me on tour. You'll hate it.
I can't. I hope so. I hope I do. I hope I can.
God, you'll hate it. I'm telling you that right now.
That'd be great. You'll hate me.
You're the clean.
I'll be like, dude, go take a fucking shower. John, I love you. Don't hug me though.
Hey Todd, you got any speed stick? I didn't know. Are you out? No, I just didn't bring any.
Jeez. That'd be fun though. I'd enjoy it. I'd enjoy it. That'd be fun.
Leave it in the comments section. Tell us what you want us to talk about next week.
Yeah.
And hopefully we'll have something for you to listen to music wise shortly.
Yeah, some kind of intro or something like that.
Yeah. So until then, my name's JW.
I am the Rod.
And you've been listening to John Juan and the Rod talk about everything.
Everything.
See you next week.